Let review new curriculum for Science Major, Part 2.2, Actual Let questions with Rationale. This is JM Pedagogical Blog Review. Direction: you may get your note to answer and to record your score. There is a timer for each question. You are free to pause the video if the given time is limited for you. Do not hesitate to finish this video, for you are the next licensed professional teacher. Okay, let's get started.
The cell membrane's bipolar nature arises from the structure of the phospholipid bilayer. Phospholipids have hydrophilic, water-loving heads and hydrophobic, water-fearing tails. This arrangement creates a semi-permeable membrane with distinct polar, hydrophilic, and non-polar, hydrophobic regions, giving the membrane its bipolar characteristics. White blood cells, particularly phagocytes, play a crucial role in defending the body against pathogens. They engulf and destroy harmful microorganisms or debris through a process called phagocytosis. While antibodies are proteins that help neutralize pathogens, they are not white blood cells themselves. Erythrocytes are red blood cells, and antigens are foreign substances that trigger an immune response. This statement is incorrect because in dicots, the vascular bundles are arranged in a ring structure in the stems, not as a central vascular stele. Monocots indeed have vascular bundles scattered throughout their stems. The other options correctly describe differences between monocots and dicots. Cold-blooded animals, also known as ectotherms, cannot internally regulate their body temperature. Instead, their body temperature fluctuates with the surrounding environmental temperature. This is why you often see reptiles basking in the sun to warm up or seeking shade to cool down. This option aligns with fundamental physical principles. According to both classical mechanics and special relativity, it is impossible to distinguish between being at rest and moving with constant velocity in an inertial frame without referencing an external point, which is unavailable in this scenario. The laws of physics are identical in all inertial frames, making it fundamentally impossible to determine your absolute state of motion. The atomic number of gold is 79, so it has 79 protons and 79 electrons in a neutral atom. The mass number is 197, which is the total number of protons and neutrons. To find the number of neutrons, we subtract the atomic number from the mass number. 197, 79, Erikers 118. Normality is calculated using the formula N equals molarity times number of replaceable hydrogen ions, equivalents. Phosphoric acid, H3PO4, has 3 replaceable hydrogen ions, as it is a triprotic acid. Therefore, for a 2M solution, normality is 2M times 3 equals 6N. A hydrogen bond is a weak intermolecular force that occurs when a hydrogen atom covalently bonded to an electronegative atom, like oxygen, nitrogen, or fluorine, interacts with another electronegative atom, such as oxygen, from a neighboring molecule. This perfectly matches the description given in the question. The hydrosphere encompasses all the water on Earth, which includes liquid water in oceans, rivers, lakes, and underground, frozen water, glaciers and ice caps, water vapor in the atmosphere. Villi are the finger-like projections on the inner lining of the small intestine. They significantly increase the surface area for absorption of nutrients. Each villus contains blood vessels and lymphatic vessels, called lacteals, to aid in the efficient absorption of nutrients from digested food. Nitrogen fixation is the process by which atmospheric nitrogen gas, N2, is converted into ammonia, NH3. This occurs through the activity of certain bacteria, like rhizobium, and cyanobacteria, blue-green algae, that possess the enzyme nitrogenase. This process makes nitrogen available in a form that plants can use for growth. Immigration refers to the movement of people into a region, which increases the population of that region. Natality refers to the birth rate, or the number of births in a population, which directly increases the population. A zygote is formed when a sperm cell, haploid, fertilizes an egg cell, haploid, combining their genetic material. This results in a diploid cell, meaning it contains two sets of chromosomes, one from each parent. On the other hand, both sperm cells and egg cells are haploid, as they contain only one set of chromosomes to ensure the correct chromosome number is restored during fertilization. Parthenogenesis is a type of asexual reproduction in which an egg develops into a new organism without being fertilized by a sperm. This process occurs in certain plants, invertebrates, like bees and ants, and even some vertebrates, like certain reptiles and fish. It allows reproduction without the need for a male. Alpha Centauri travels to Beni 11 over a length that is shorter than 4 light years. This is correct because, in Beni 11's frame, the distance between Earth and Alpha Centauri undergoes length contraction and appears shorter than 4 light years. The epiglottis is a flap-like structure made of cartilage located at the entrance of the larynx. During swallowing, it closes over the windpipe, trachea, to prevent food or liquid from entering the airways, ensuring it goes down the esophagus instead. This mechanism helps protect the respiratory system from accidental choking. In males, the urethra has a dual function. It serves as a passage for urine to exit the body and also as a conduit for semen during ejaculation. This makes it a part of both the urinary and reproductive systems. Corals, which belong to the class Anthozoa, form large colonies and secrete calcium carbonate, lime, to create hard skeletons. Over time, these skeletons accumulate and build up to form coral reefs. This process is essential for the development of diverse marine ecosystems. The pituitary gland is often referred to as the master gland because it controls and regulates the activity of many other endocrine glands, such as the thyroid, adrenal glands, and reproductive glands. It secretes hormones that influence growth, metabolism, and reproduction, making it a vital part of the endocrine system. Here's the solution. Green plants make glucose through the process of photosynthesis. During this process, plants use water, H2O, and carbon dioxide, CO2, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to produce glucose, C6H12O6, and oxygen, O2. Eutrophication occurs when bodies of water become overly enriched with nutrients like phosphates and nitrates, often due to runoff from fertilizers, detergents, and waste materials. This leads to excessive growth of algae, which depletes oxygen levels in the water as the algae decay, causing harm to aquatic life and disrupting the ecosystem. Convection is the transfer of heat through the movement of fluids, liquids, or gases. As the fluid is heated, it becomes less dense and rises, while cooler fluid sinks, creating a current. Steam rising is a result of convection, where hot water vapor moves upward due to the heat causing it to expand and rise. A scientific law describes a natural phenomenon that occurs consistently under the same conditions. It's based on repeated experimental observations and can often be expressed in concise verbal or mathematical statements, like Newton's laws or the law of conservation of mass. According to general relativity, time passes more slowly in stronger gravitational fields. Since the clock at the bottom of the mountain is closer to the center of the Earth, it experiences a stronger gravitational field compared to the clock on top of the mountain. Therefore, the clock at the bottom of the mountain will tick more slowly than the clock on top of the mountain. A savanna is a tropical grassland characterized by a mixture of grasses and scattered individual trees. It is found in regions with a warm climate and seasonal rainfall, such as parts of Africa, Australia, and South America. This biome supports a variety of wildlife, including herbivores like giraffes and predators like lions. The presence of scattered trees sets it apart from plain grasslands. The law of conservation of energy states that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another or transferred between objects. The total amount of energy in a closed system remains constant. Nuclear fission occurs when a heavy atomic nucleus, such as uranium-235 or plutonium-239, absorbs a neutron. This absorption makes the nucleus unstable, causing it to split into two smaller nuclei, along with the release of energy and more neutrons. These neutrons can then cause further fission reactions, leading to a chain reaction. When a light wave enters a medium with a different optical density, its speed changes due to the new medium's refractive index. Its wavelength changes proportionally to the change in speed. However, its frequency remains constant because it is determined by the source of the light and does not depend on the medium. When the man pushes against the wall with 25 pounds of force, the wall does not move because it exerts an equal and opposite reaction force of 25 pounds, according to Newton's third law of motion. The forces cancel each other out, resulting in a net, or resultant force of 0 pounds. The analysis of lunar samples collected during these missions provided critical insights into the geological history of the moon and its formation. By dating these rocks, scientists were able to establish a timeline for lunar events and understand the processes that shaped not only the moon, but also other celestial bodies in our solar system. To preserve the biosphere, it's crucial to understand how organisms depend on and influence their environment. This knowledge can guide sustainable practices, conservation efforts, and strategies to maintain ecological balance. By focusing on understanding these interactions, we can create informed solutions to environmental issues and ensure that ecosystems remain healthy for future generations. This is because the fridge uses more energy to bring the temperature back down after the warm air from outside enters, which wastes electrical energy. Collagen is a protein that provides strength and flexibility to bones. As people age or due to certain medical conditions, like osteoporosis, the amount of collagen in the bones decreases. This makes the bones more brittle and prone to fractures, as they become less flexible and more fragile. When you scuff your feet across a rug, electrons are transferred from your body to the rug. Since electrons are negatively charged, you lose negative charge, electrons, leaving you with a net positive charge. Thus, after scraping electrons from your feet, your body will have a positive charge. The adrenal glands are part of the endocrine system and are not involved in digestion. They secrete hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, which regulate stress responses and metabolism, but do not play a role in the digestive process. The femur, also known as the thigh bone, is the longest and strongest bone in the human body. It runs from the hip joint to the knee joint and plays a vital role in supporting the body's weight and enabling movement. Thrombocytes, also known as platelets, are the blood cells responsible for blood clotting. They gather at the site of a blood vessel injury and form a plug to stop bleeding. They also release chemicals that aid in the coagulation process, leading to the formation of a stable blood clot. A food web is a complex network of interconnected food chains, where multiple organisms consume more than one type of animal or plant, and energy and matter are transferred between them in various ways. This reflects the reality that most organisms have more than one food source, unlike the simpler linear food chain. Salt is widely used as a preservative in food preservation methods like pickling and curing. It inhibits microbial growth by drawing out moisture through osmosis, making it harder for bacteria to thrive. Taste buds are the sensory structures on the tongue that detect and distinguish the quality of food, such as sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. They contain specialized cells that respond to different chemicals in food and send signals to the brain for flavor recognition. In ecosystems, matter, such as carbon, nitrogen, and water, is constantly recycled through processes like decomposition, respiration, and photosynthesis. While energy flows through the system, mostly from the sun, it is not recycled. Instead, matter is reused by different organisms. Bats and monkeys are both mammals, meaning they share structural and physiological similarities such as having hair, warm-bloodedness, and the ability to produce milk for their young. The other options pair animals from different classes, making them less closely related. Carbonic acid forms in soda water when carbon dioxide, CO2, is dissolved in water under pressure. This process creates the fizzy sensation that makes soda water refreshing. The other acids listed are not typically found in soda water. Bryophytes are non-vascular plants often found in moist environments, such as rocks, where they can absorb water directly from their surroundings. They are usually small and grow in dense mats or patches. Common examples include mosses and liverworts. These plants lack specialized structures like true roots, stems, and leaves, making them well suited to such habitats. Smaller particle sizes, such as those in powdered sugar, have a larger surface area in contact with the solvent, e.g. water. This increases the rate of dissolution compared to granulated sugar, which has larger particles and a smaller surface area. Phosphorus-32 is a radioactive isotope used in the medical field, particularly for treating certain blood disorders like leukemia. Its beta radiation helps target and destroy abnormal cells in the bone marrow, making it effective in managing this condition. Radio waves are commonly used for wireless communications, including mobile phone calls. They are a type of electromagnetic radiation with long wavelengths and are suitable for transmitting signals over long distances, such as those used in radio, television, and mobile networks. The photoelectric effect is best explained by the particle nature of light. It occurs when light photons strike a material and transfer their energy to electrons, causing the electrons to be ejected. This phenomenon supports the idea that light behaves as discrete particles, photons, rather than just as waves. It's a key piece of evidence for the dual nature of light and was instrumental in the development of quantum mechanics. Bilateral symmetry refers to the type of symmetry where the body can be divided into two identical halves along a single plane. In animals with bilateral symmetry, the body parts are paired on either side of the body with a clear left and right side.
How many correct answers did you get in this review? You may share it on the comment box. I hope you got a passing score and you learn as well. Good luck LET passers and top-notcher, claim it. Congratulations to the March 2025 LET passer. Congratulations teachers on passing the board exams. Your hard work and dedication have paid off. This achievement is just the beginning of a bright future ahead. Wishing you continued success in all your endeavors. The next video will appear on screen. Click it to watch, or you may choose the playlist for more related videos.